Hi there, and welcome to Cake in a Mug TV. Today we're going to be making cake in a mug, obviously. So, what you will need is a mug, just a regular sized mug, a plate, just a small plate that the mug can fit in, and a measuring spoon. Today all our measurements are going to be in tablespoons, so I'm just going to be using a tablespoon. Now for the ingredients. All the ingredients I'm using today are ingredients that are extremely easy to find, so you actually probably already have them in your kitchen. So like in regular chocolate cake, we have our dry and wet ingredients. So for the dry ingredients, we are using some flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. We are going to be needing 4 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm just using regular white sugar. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now, I'm using this no-name brand of cocoa powder. Make sure you're using the one that you bake with, not the one that you make hot chocolate with. And again, this can just be found in the aisle in your grocery store beside the hot chocolate mix. And for the wet ingredients, we are going to be needing 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm just using 1% white milk. And 3 tablespoons of oil. I am using canola oil. Depending on what kind of oil you're going to be using, if you're using a oil that has more oiliness to it, I guess, you might not need up to 3 tablespoons, but with canola oil, I think 3 tablespoons is good. And the last product we're going to be putting in is chocolate. This is what we're going to add when everything is mixed together at the end. And since it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, I'm going to be using some Hershey Kisses. They're just little chocolate shaped as a thing. I don't know. You've probably already seen these. So these are quite big, so I'm just going to be using about 4, I think, in my whole mug. So let's get started. First, I have a little bowl, and I'm going to put in 4 tablespoons of flour. So with my measuring spoon, I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's the flour. Then I'm going to take my sugar, and I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of the sugar. So I added my 4 tablespoons of sugar, and now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the cocoa powder. Okay, so I added my 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now I'm just going to mix them together. You can mix it in the mug if you want. I just wanted you guys to see it better. So you're just going to kind of combine that together, like so. Sure, everything's mixed up together. Then I'm going to add it to my mug. It's okay if some spills on the sides. I can clean that up later. So now it is in my mug. Okay, so now for the wet ingredients. I find it easier to mix it in a bowl than putting it in your mug. It's just easier to mix. So we're gonna start with our egg. you're just going to crack that egg. Make sure to put no shells. Then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of milk. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I put in all of my ingredients together and I mix them up so you get like a cake batter consistency. And I added about 4 Hershey Kisses. So now we're going to cook it. Okay, so we're going to be cooking it in a microwave. I'm cooking it for 3 minutes, but the temperature might, the time may vary between 3 and 4 minutes, just depending on your microwave. So I'm gonna be putting it on 3, and now let's watch what it does when it's cooking. And by the way, I put a plate under it just in case there's a bit of spillage. So let's start it. Now, when it's in the microwave, the cake might rise a bit, but don't be alarmed because it's normal. It should rise. We can kind of see the cake rising, but if it rises too much, the plate will save your microwave. So we see it's kind of spilling over a bit, but that's okay. Today I added chocolate chips to the mix, but when you're making it, you can put in any kind of anything you can really put into chocolate cake will work. Just make sure not to put too much because then it will overspill a bit, like you can see here. And hopefully it's not getting too foggy inside. There's about 5 seconds left, and you'll see that when the microwave turns off, it should decrease quite a bit. Okay, so I just took it out of the microwave. As you can see, it did go down a bit, and that's normal. Make sure when you're taking it out, you be careful because the mug might be a little hot, but the plate shouldn't be that hot. So wait for it to cool down, and then I'll show you the finished product. So I took it out of the mug. As you can see, it has the shape of the mug, but you can see the chocolate inside there. And it tastes just like chocolate cake, and I really like to make this. So hopefully you can make this at home, and if you have any questions, just leave me a comment in the comment box down below, and I'll be glad to answer it. Thanks for watching, and bye guys.